Hi, my name is Kyle. I make multiple six figures for my clients, and personally for myself, I made over $30,000 last month. And in this video, I want to actually start showing you guys what I do day in and day out, showing you some real client work that I'm doing. So this is sort of like a series where I'm going to be walking you through a real problem I'm solving for this client, maybe today, or I've solved recently this past week, show you everything I did to solve it and how it looked from end to end. So right here, in this snapshot, as you can see now on screen, I was building out a snapshot for a remodeling agency. So that means they get clients who are doing like kitchen remodels, bathroom remodels, basements, that sort of stuff. They take clients, they get them through Meta ads, then they set them up on GHL, which I'm doing here. So they came to me and asked me, can you completely build out this snapshot for us, include all of these things? And I said, sure. And in this, the first thing I did was I gave them a build plan. So I basically looked through their entire systems, audited everything, and thought, okay, where is the biggest areas for growth? Where can we get, like I said, those 10Xs, 2Xs, what are the issues, that sort of stuff. And then I put together an entire build plan, how to read it. And now this project's finished and we've gone to a second phase. And in that phase, what we're doing is basically adding in long-term email nurture as well. So basically, right now, the account when I found it was at a 13-stage marketing pipeline. They had one layout, two half-built workflows, some generic forms, and some empty custom values. As you can see now, there's a lot more to it than that. Carrying on, the approach I did was that I made it so whenever they just drop a new client into the system, you won't have to go in and changing all these workflows or changing all these setups. Conversation AI is something we built out as well, and changing the whole prompting. Instead, all you'll have to do is just change a few custom values like business name, booking links, review links, reps who take the calls, offer promotion names, hours of operation, and that sort of stuff. And then also we built out a conversation AI in the AI agent space. So do some testing on that as well, as you can see here. Yeah, so basically setting everything up in there and then configuring the bot goals, like the personality of the goals, triggering workflows, appointment booking, that sort of stuff. And that's why you can see the AI assistant name. But basically, the AI text bot can then read as, hey, I'm Jim, hey, I'm Cyril, hey, I'm Tom, right? Because you don't want all your clients to have the exact same name, so it changes. So then what I came in to build was a lead intake and speed lead, and I'll show you each of these systems, an AI SMS qualifying assistant, a relentless multi-day follow-up sequence, booking and confirmation reminders, and then an opportunity pipeline rebuilt to move it south. And then a portable snapshot so that they can take this and show it and use it for any other client. And this is the order I built it in and was able to do it much quicker, which is cool. So the first thing I want to show you is the lead intake and speed to lead. So how I went about doing this first is you have to realize, right, what is the point of a speed to lead system? It's to make sure that the company gets in contact with a lead as soon as possible. The sooner the better. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, every second longer reduces the likelihood that they respond. So it needs to be as quick as possible. That's one of the first things I configured. Also, we added in the functionality so that if they want to run it with lead forms, they can do. And if they want to run it with landing page forms, they can do that as well. So first of all, it creates a new opportunity in the lead stage. Then it waits 10 seconds. It's always a great idea to have wait 10 seconds, wait a minute, those sort of steps. So all the other workflows can catch up, all the data can get filled in, because even if there's like a 1 second delay, it can break some things. So it's good to have even 5-10 second delays in system just to make sure things can catch up. Then we built out a speed to lead email and a speed to lead SMS. So basically it's just hi, contact first name, thanks for getting in touch about your project, and then the AI value assistant name, it could be Jim, from the business name. I've got a couple of quick questions so we can make sure we've got what you're looking for, and if it sounds good to you, we can chat about a free in-home layout session. What are you looking to get done? Just starting a conversation. That is one of the most important things. So these guys will be selling packages, so the actual remodelers, that are like 10K, 20K, 50K. You can't just jump in straight away and say like, hey, half price, half price. It's not that type of market. It's a lot of nurturing, it's a lot of building trust. To someone to own home and like break down all your walls and rebuild something completely new, you need to trust them a lot. So that's the whole purpose of these first touch points, the email and SMS. We then wait for a reply. Did the contact reply? Yes. Then we move into the hot lead stage in the opportunity pipeline, as you can see here. Then, depending on if the reply was positive or negative, it depends on what happens next. But if it's positive, we send them a booking link and then add a tag, which is follow up, no book. And if they don't reply, what we then do is a really great system that Kyle have, which is Call Connect, which means that first of all, it will call you. Then once you pick up and press a key, because I press the call connect on, it will then go and call the lead. So you don't have to be waiting to get a notification. Instead, you'll just get the call straight away. Then it'll try to connect you with the lead, and then it will wait 1 day. If you make this call, they don't respond, obviously it'll wait 1 day, and then it'll send another SMS and then add that tag as well. And if anyone responds to any of these emails during this time period, they completely remove out this as well. So they don't keep getting messages if they are not getting responded to. So that's one of the first things I built out, which was the lead intake and speed to lead system. I set obviously all the hours to be right, to make sure it's on business hours, configured all the emails and phone numbers and that sort of stuff as well. The second thing, which was probably one of the biggest things we built out, was the AI SMS qualifying assistant. Now, to basically walk through that for you. So first of all, we have an AI qualifier, which first finds out their budget rank. So if they're spending, it finds out what's their budget. So this is one of the questions that they ask. If it's under 10K, it will dictate the contact field that gets updated. They all get the same tag because they've all been qualified now. From there, it then goes to the routing stage as well, which again waits 10 seconds to make sure things are updated. If it's under 10K, they'll be called unqualified and move to the unqualified section, and they get the tags and messages there. If it's not under 10K, so basically anything above that, they'll be qualified and get moved to lead hot stage and get an SMS for that. So as you can see, the AI, the conversation AI I showed you earlier in here, is essentially speaking to all the clients for him. Because think about it, when this guy's sleeping at night, he's not going to be able to do the calls. He's not going to be able to do the SMSs. So there needs to be something in the background that's doing that. So that's where this remodel qualifier agent comes in and asks all these questions. And in the bot goals, we gave it all the information it needs, what you're trying to find out, so that it does it in the right order, make sure it's asking the right things, that sort of stuff. Carrying on. To also make sure this worked, we had to add in the bot outcomes. So essentially, it's what the bot can trigger workflows. So when it gets to a stage in the conversation where it thinks, okay, I need a human now, it will trigger this one. And it's all the same for the others. If it gets to a point where, all right, I've qualified him now, it goes to this one. If they're unqualified, it goes to this one. If the person's not ready, it goes to this one. So as it's speaking to this contact, it can determine whether it's worth a human continuing the conversation, because there'll be a lot of leads who come through who are just wasting time. And these are like very, very wealthy individuals who are focusing on building out, like I said, entire kitchens, big architectural projects, could be commercial projects as well. So they don't have time to be in the DMs really, or the messages, speaking to all these people who might just be wasting their time. So this is a great way to filter out people and get them right to asking exactly what we need. And this bot is essentially going through BANT, so budget, authority, need, and timeline. And it's like the main way you qualify people in this space. So if they have the budget, if they can actually make the decision, if they have the need to do it, and they want to do it now. So need is also sort of pain, like they must really hate their kitchen or really hate their bathroom. They have to have a good reason of why they want to change it, otherwise they won't take action. And then timeline is just that they want to do it quickly. So that's what the AI SMS qualifying assistant is mainly doing right now. And we can use that in more areas, but we're mainly focusing on SMS. Then there's the relentless multi-day follow-up. So this is after they have gone through the normal follow-up, they then start to get reminders. So here this what this is. So day one, they get an SMS. So once they get the tag added, follow-up, no booking. They get a day one SMS, then they get a call, then they wait till 4 a.m. Then day one in the PM, they get a call again. Then the next morning, they get an SMS and a call. And then to the evening, they get a call again. So these are all call connects as well. So then it will call you so you can call the person. So again, you don't have to be sitting in front of GHL, wait for the notifications to come through. You can get prompted. So this, again, is relentless follow-up. The reason we have it as well is to make sure that not a single lead is wasted. Especially because these guys are sort of new in the space. They want to make sure they don't waste a single lead. They're on it. The product's good. They're getting some great reviews, video testimonials, that sort of stuff. They needed to be like this. So they wanted me to build out this relentless no-book system, no-book follow-up system, so that nothing is missed. And that's what does this. And then the booking confirmations and reminders. So there's a few parts to this. The first, obviously, they are going to get reminders. So once they book an appointment, they move along in the pipeline and get the confirmation SMS, right? At the same time, they also get the normal reminders as well too. So it waits until 1 day before the appointment, they get an SMS, 2 hours before, then they get that. And then the call rep on that account, again, will have call connect, so they'll get phoned. And then once they connect, they'll call the other person just to make sure that person is still ready and wanting that appointment. Then a cool thing I added as well as like a bonus for these guys is an owner alerts consult booked, just to make sure the owner knows what's going on. Again, it will call them so they can call the owner, and a post consult form. So how this works is basically based off so their client will go out to an appointment. From there, he'll figure out, okay, was this a qualified one? Was it a no-show? Did they cancel? If they did attend, did they have the budget? That sort of stuff. And they'll fill it out in a form and it will go through here. Let me just show you what that form looks like right now. So as you can see, we have this here. It gets their phone, consult attendance, consult outcome. They put in the quote amount, so how much they actually said as a quote, and then any other notes they had. So that means they can get feedback on if they're actually getting their clients good appointments. And it also gives the opportunity for these clients to give feedback. So there's not like a out of nowhere like churn reason, or there's not like they know that every single client's closing, so they can stay on top of a lot of things. And that was really important because I've built other systems in the past and they weren't aware that they needed this, so I added it in anyway. And it's so beneficial to sales teams because they don't have to click around in pipelines and change values and change whether someone showed up or not, and maybe some other systems. It's better to just have one whole form that you can just fill out, and it updates all the automations everywhere else. So that's basically the booking confirmation reminders. Then the opportunity pipeline is rebuilt, and obviously they just have the snapshot. The opportunity pipeline is this one here. So as you can see, it looks like this. So it'll be new lead, hot lead, consultation booked, appointment attended, preparing quote, quote sent, in talks follow-up, new client closing, qualified, cancellation, no-show attended, the declude, and client loss. And yeah, they wanted that many stages. Again, we can remove some if need be, but they wanted that many stages. Obviously, you want it to be as simple as possible. You want to have as minimal stages as you need. But for these guys, I wanted to make sure they had everything still to track everything. But yeah, that was basically the entire snapshot I built out for these guys. We're moving on to another phase now to build out some more stuff for them. But I just wanted to give you a good insight into what it actually looks like to deliver an automation project and build out for someone I'm working with. So you know exactly how it should look, exactly how you should go about it. And before you ever do anything, always do an audit. Look at the current systems, what's there already that you can use, what's not working, what needs to be fixed. And you may also spot other issues or other areas that can be improved, which then lead to better projects which benefit both of you guys. So yeah, this is exactly how it looked. And yeah, be generous, work hard, and take risks. Bye.